got home maybe at 1:30 last night after just being in Nashville for a couple days for Nissan. It was a very quick event. It was super packed, beginning of the day to the end of the day, driving vehicles. And then, well, that was the first day. And also I gave you guys the preview of the new Murano. Right here's the new kicks. Right here's the Murano. The Murano would have been great if it had a hybrid. Yes. And I think hybrid still could come, but that's a big thing we're going to talk about today is the excitement for Nissan. I haven't had much excitement for Nissan in a while. It all came on day 2 where we were at Nissan headquarters for the official reveal of the Murano, right? You guys, it was quite fun. I was taking selfies with Brie Larson. She was there for the reveal. I like Miss Marvel. I like Captain Marvel. I guess she's not Miss Marvel. She's Captain Marvel. So I like the Marvel movies. So regardless of what you think about her, I don't get to see many celebrities other than YouTube celebrities. Okay. So it was a cool experience to bring in the new Murano, but we went into this place right here in the Infinity Room. So inside the Infinity Room is a big old press conference and a press conference room. And this event was called Nissan Fast Forward. This was probably the most exciting thing. Pons pretty much laid out what's coming for Nissan in the near future, long term as well. So obviously this year we have QX80. We have the Armada based off the QX80, which is also the same thing as a Patrol essentially. The Kicks is on sale now. Watch my first impressions on it. It needs a hybrid. It needs a little bit more power. Hopefully we get it. The irony is that the Kicks e-Power has existed in other markets for many, many years now. And I'll explain why e-Power has not come to the United States quite yet, at least based off of what Pons said. So Murano's going on sale in January. And I got to tour the plant in Smyrna, Tennessee, where they build the Murano, the Pathfinder, the QX60, the Rogue, and the Leaf. All right. So it was a very busy plant. It was a cool tour. It was one of the first real tours of a plant I've had. So we'll get into that later. More talking about those vehicles. Off-roady vehicles are big right now. I should raise my hand and like, where's the Xterra? Right. But rest in peace, Xterra. Okay. One of the exciting slides here. Fast forward from today, 78% of the lineup will be refreshed for US and Canada in the next 2 years. Okay, we're right here now, somewhere in here. Fiscal year 2024 started April 1st 2024, so it'll probably be like February or March. We'll get the all new EV, which is based off of Nissan's chill out concept. This should be the new Leaf. Where it will be built, I have no idea. They build the Leaf currently in the Smyrna, Tennessee plant, but it's tiny amount coming out of assembly line. I think it's assembly line 1, which shares with the Rogue, and assembly line 2 are the larger vehicles like the Pathfinder, QX60, and Murano. So we should be getting a new Leaf unveiled anyways. When will it be available? It's hard to say. I mean, wasn't the Aria unveiled way before, like 2 years before it was available? So just because we get the reveal of it doesn't mean it's going to be available, but this is going to be much more affordable, and it will replace the Leaf. So I'm excited for it, especially if it looks like pretty close to the chill out concept. Now, this was a big shock here. Unveiling first plug-in hybrid for North American market. They will be coming out with more hybrids for the North American market, as well as plug-in hybrids later on. So let me pull up their Nissan Arc pictures, because this is a new thing. Nissan's being quite aggressive here, quite agile. So the Nissan Arc was a global presentation saying where Nissan's going to be between now and 2030. They talked about the next generation e-Power, which we'll get more into here in a little bit at this Arc. This was announced earlier this year. But check this out. e-Power PHEV, I have more details on that. But this is not an e-Power setup. This plug-in hybrid coming in the Rogue next year is from Mitsubishi. So it'll be, you got to think, some of the Rogues, like the Platinum models, come from Japan still here in our market in the United States. They're built in the same plant as a Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid. So they're going to slot the Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid into the Rogue. I am super excited about it. It might detract a little bit from the Outlander. So if you need a 3-row Rogue, that's the Outlander plug-in hybrid. But this is going to be a really good alternative to something like the RAV4 Prime or the RAV4 plug-in hybrid PHEV. This plug-in hybrid could have been saying, hey, yes, we're producing with Mitsubishi a new pickup truck. In Mexico, we don't have information on that yet, unfortunately. Mitsubishi to utilize Nissan EV assets and vice versa. They didn't mention it here, though. It's like they weren't ready to mention it, but plug-in hybrid with Mitsubishi motors, meaning Nissan's just pulling out hopefully, here's the thing. The Outlander plug-in hybrid just got updated. The battery pack got bigger. So you're talking probably about mid 40s miles of electric range, and it got a 50 horsepower boost. So if it has a little over 300 horsepower and it has 45 miles of EV range in the Rogue plug-in hybrid, that's a direct shot at Toyota's RAV4 plug-in hybrid. It's no longer called the Prime. So that was pretty exciting to me, that we are getting that Rogue plug-in hybrid very soon. And don't be surprised. Here's the thing. I have a feeling that this powertrain could be coming potentially to the Infinity end as well. I don't want to get your hopes up on it. The vibes I was getting, seemingly, just take it with a grain of salt, seemingly that they could put hybrids and plug-in hybrids into the Infinity lineup. Let's talk about e-Power. Finally, e-Power coming to the United States and Canada. Now, why is it not here? Well, let me pull up my notes. It's coming in 2026, but it's been available in Japan for a decade already. It's been available in Latin America. It's been available in Europe. Been available in China. Coming in 2026 finally. Remember, the Nissan Arc. This next-gen e-Power fiscal year 2026 offers 20% more power, 10% better fuel efficiency, and 20% cost reduction, and it will be on cost parity with ICE very, very soon in the next couple of years. And that's one of the reasons e-Power never came to the United States. They said it was too expensive for our market compared to parallel hybrids like Honda and Toyota's parallel hybrids. I mean, completely different technology with Hyundai and Kia, but those are parallel hybrids too. And all those parallel hybrids can run as a series hybrid in addition to being a parallel. Nissan's e-Power is series only. So the engine on board only acts as a generator, okay? And you can make it front wheel drive or all wheel drive with an e-axle in the back. Apparently, so here's the thing. This is what Pons was saying, is that e-Power is too costly. First of all, I don't know why it's available in less affluent markets. So that was a bit of a head scratcher, but that was one of the reasons he said it was too costly to bring to North America. Again, it's the irony is that it's costing them dearly right now with the lack of hybrids. All right, so they misjudged there, but they're gonna get back on course. The miles per gallon on e-Power on the highway is not great. In fact, it's probably somewhere or less as efficient as a normal gas car because the engine is not directly driving the wheels. And that's why Honda's hybrids also struggle a little bit on the highway as well. Toyota's system is kind of the best of all worlds, to be honest, because the engine has such a capability of powering the front wheels. Honda's has to run through a clutch system, and efficiency is not very good on the highway. That's just the way it is with Honda systems. And Nissan engine doesn't drive the front wheels at all. Miles per gallon is better in the city, though, because the engine is very efficient at low RPMs, powering the battery, charging up the battery so it can run fully electric. All right, e-Power is fully electric driven. Engine is just there as a generator. So when asked about next generation plug-in hybrids, because this is a stopgap here. This parallel series hybrid from Mitsubishi, this is a stopgap until Nissan comes out with their own plug-in hybrids. Their own plug-in hybrids will probably come in, I probably have it on a slide, but well after 2026. So we're talking probably about 27, 28. We will have at least the goal, maybe not at first, but the goal with their e-Power plug-in hybrids is 70 miles of electric range. That's kind of the sweet spot for ZEV states. It will be coming to the C and D segment. So that would be something like the Murano, the QX60, the Pathfinder. That's the D segment. The C segment would be like the Rogue. All right. They did say that plug-in hybrid or extended range EVs could be coming to trucks. They're working on it, but it's going to be the last segment, at least in America, to see that sort of plug-in hybrid technology come to, let's say, the frontier. So that's pretty exciting. They're not married to fully electric pickup trucks right now. Look, we have the Ram, the Ram Charger that has a V6 as a generator, and it has a big battery in there. How Ponzo's describing it's going to be similar to that. Obviously not a V6. It maybe in their trucks, but it's going to be a bigger battery. He said, I think he was saying around 20 to 30 kilowatt hours. And you're going to be getting around 70 miles of range. And then, obviously you'll have the built-in generator with the engine to go the extra mile after that. All right, so let's keep moving here with more technology from Nissan. We have a next generation NCM battery, which is kind of what they use right now. But it will charge faster, have 25% energy density. So again, fiscal year 2026, that will be coming on the new Leaf based off the chill out concept. So we'll have a better battery chemistry there. In 2027, we will get expanded EV ecosystem in North America. This is going to be built, or these EVs will be built in Canton, Mississippi. It's a newer plant compared to the Smyrna plant that I was in. It has the capacity there because, well, they're going to be killing off like the Altima that's built there. And the Sentra, I think, is built in Mexico. But the Altima, rest in peace, could be discontinued there. And it has capacity. The Titan used to be built there. So they have production capacity there. It's just not being utilized. So they want to bring in these next-gen EVs just a year after the Leaf. So they'll be probably more premium EVs, I would expect. We know that there will also be Infinity EVs at that time too. So expanding the EV ecosystem out of that Canton, Mississippi plant, bi-directional charging, so vehicle to load, and energy storage with that vehicle's electronics too. So by fiscal year 2030, there will be an introduction of 34 electrified models targeting a global model electrification mix of 60%. Obviously, some markets more electrified than others. Will we see 34 electrified models here in the United States? Absolutely not. All right, their lineup, even with Infinity, is not 34 models. Solid-state batteries. Yes, Nissan is still working on solid-state batteries. Fiscal year 2028. If it comes out then, it's not going to be in a Rogue EV. It's not going to be in a sedan or something. It's going to be in the GTR more than likely. They need to showcase this technology, what it's capable of, and we're kind of lamenting over the discontinuation of the GTR as it is. And yes, there's a GTR at the event. Actually, I saw plenty of GTRs at Nissan headquarters. There's a Nismo there. Actually, should I just get off topic and show you them real quick? I didn't take pictures of all the GTRs because, so this place was quite cool. There's a ZEV van based off the NV series, Aria action. I don't know what prototype of Frontier that is. Here's an old Patrol. I want it. I want it real bad. It's beautiful. Yes, the Nissan Patrol was sold in America. The 60s or something. I don't even know. I'm not a Patrol guy. I salivate over it. Okay, GTR. And then we have some Z's and a Z convertible. If you guys see, there's also, I didn't even see it. Yes, you see like 280Z back here, I think. I could be wrong, but there's an old Z car back there that I missed when I did this little tour. This is in Nissan headquarters basement. Behind this, we had, I think, 3 more GTRs. One of them was a Nismo. There's also a Supra back there, obviously for comparing against the Z, right? It's probably a competition or a benchmark vehicle for them. Nissan's really proud of how many vehicles they offer under $30,000. We know it's important. Heisman House, been 14 years of the Heisman House, reaching out to influencers and working on all that good stuff. Hey, check this out. 2025 QX80. They're proud of this because it's Google built-in. The owner's manual is fully digital. And check this out. I thought this was pretty cool. When you lease a vehicle for 2024, 2025 models that have Google built in, it'll tell you how much miles is on your lease, how much miles you're currently projecting you'll be at the end of your lease. You can add more miles just by pressing a button. And it tells you how much your miles will be at the end of your lease and before your lease ends. I think it's genius. It lets you know what your subscription is, right? If you need more data for your cell phone bill subscription, whatever, you just click a button, you get more data. That's essentially what's going on with cars now with leases. I love that feature. We got a really long talk about Nissan production and how it's changing. And I'm not going to go into that. I don't want to bore you too much. This was me leaving Nissan headquarters. And then this is at the Smyrna, Tennessee plant. This is right outside the front doors. They put on display all the vehicles that they produce there. QX60, Pathfinder, the new Murano, Rock Creek, Rogue, and then we had the Leaf at the end too. I saw all those vehicles coming off the assembly line. We had a really nice explanation by the vice president of the plant here. A really long video, 4 minutes. I don't know why I recorded it. I'm not probably ever going to watch it again, but yeah, they make a lot of vehicles since the early 80s at Smyrna, Tennessee. Nissan is very, very proud of that plant. It is absolutely enormous. This is obviously a toy rendition of it. It's like 137 football fields. I only saw maybe 10% of the plant, and I took clips of the plant, lots of clips. So this is final inspection there with them running off the lines. This is the lighter interior that I haven't seen. This is on the mid-grade Murano, which is the SL, I believe, the SV, SL, and then there's the Platinum. Some leaves rolling off the line there. And then this is that SL Murano with the 20-inch wheel style. So it was fascinating. So much information. It was intense. And it's really eye-opening because it is like a city. It's a city of manufacturing inside these massive plants, and Smyrna, Tennessee for Nissan is no exception. And as we were leaving, I just thought it funny. As we were leaving the plant, there's a car carrier with a bunch of cars that were just hot off the press coming to the dealers, right? Also, there's this model here. This is the base grade Murano, and it still looked and felt very premium. I gave you guys a video tour of the Platinum, but you can still see it has kind of the wood. It has the soft touches here on the bridge. It has a leather wrapped steering wheel. It has a dual 12-inch screens. I don't know if it's real leather or not. I don't remember, but it looks nice. It feels nice. The front end it doesn't have the glossy finish at the bottom compared to the Platinum, but it still looks really, really good. One of the things I really like about the Murano, the new Murano, is that they have a wheel arch here, but it's the part of the sheet metal or the bumper. It's not this plastic cladding, so it looks very premium. Compared to much of its competition. Here are the base grades wheels, which I like quite a bit. Fully blacked out, 20-inch wheels are the base size. This slide and this slide were the most exciting. Nissan Rogue plug-in hybrid coming within a year. E-Power coming the year after. We're getting a new Leaf crossover thing. Now, like I said, it could be built in Great Britain for all I know. We have next generation batteries coming on that Leaf. We have next generation EVs coming right after that, built in Canton, Mississippi, based on all new manufacturing process, all new technology. Solid-state batteries coming shortly after. And then EVs supposedly have cost parity with ICE cars by fiscal year 30s, by the end of the decade. So I'm excited for Nissan. I haven't been able to say that in a while. I really, really, really want to test their next generation e-Power setup. I forgot to tell you guys, I took the Rock Creek Rogue off road, and it wasn't too bad. It's got these all-terrain tires on it. It's got obviously more ground clearance, and yeah, it was kind of fun. Anyways, I'm gonna end it there. Let me know what you think about Nissan's future. You just have to be patient. That's all I'm gonna say. It's going to be worth the wait, and yeah, it's about at least they're covering a part of their weaknesses with the Rogue plug-in hybrid with the Outlander plug-in hybrid powertrain. And then the year after, we'll get e-Powers, hopefully coming into many models throughout the Nissan and Infiniti lineup. So I'm going to end it there. If you guys enjoyed this content, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe for more Nissan updates. Hopefully I have some more exciting things to share before the year is over. I mean, SEMA's coming up, so Nissan will have some stuff for SEMA. I'm not a big SEMA guy, so I don't know if I'll cover it, but yeah, look, if you're a Nissan fan, it's coming. SEMA is some cool customization, so I can't talk about it. It's under embargo. But anyways, last thing here about Infiniti. Infiniti was featured at the event. I can't say anything about it. That's it. I can't say anything about it. I've said unless a miracle happens, Infiniti might not make it to the end of the decade. It might make it to the end of the decade now. I don't know what the company's going to look like by the end of the decade, but let's just say I may have been convinced that Nissan can save Infiniti, but I can't really say anything other than that because I can't talk about what may or may not happen there. So I'll shut it down. See you guys in the comments. Have a great day and peace.